A very good evening to you all. We are meeting again. This is Talking Soccer, Talking Football. Greetings, guys. Welcome to the show. I can see you. You look miserable. I can see the bubbling Chebe there on the side. How are you guys?
We are very fine, Ezra. Thank you very much. Thank you for having us on the show. It's not a normal show today. If you see Tebe coming on time, I don't know why he's.
Oh, 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 we know the reason why he's here. We know the reason he's bubbling. Look at him. He's charming today. He didn't sleep. Right. There's a
Good
reason why.
evening, viewers and listeners. Good evening, Tshisa. Good evening, Ty.
Yeah.
Good evening, Pram.
Right. This is about football. This we are talking about football. We are talking soccer. Some of you call it soccer. So Ibora Lel. Guys, this weekend we saw lots of things happening. The unexpected happening. We know what happened at Etihad. Maybe Ty, if you give us the results first before we continue.
Okay, we'll start with the results of that played on Saturday, the 6th of March, which is the first game. It was Burnley 1, Arsenal 1, Sheffield United 0, Southampton 2, Aston Villa 0, Wolverhampton 0, Brighton 1, Leicester 2. Then on Sunday, the 7th of March, it was West Brom 0, Newcastle 0, Liverpool 0, Fulham 1. Manchester City, the Manchester Derby 0, Manchester City, Manchester United 2. And Tottenham 4, Crystal Palace 1. And then on Monday, last night, Chelsea 2, Everton 2. Oh, sorry, Everton 0. West Ham 2, Leeds United 0. I can't believe that what happened on Saturday.
Why
I,
is it so unbelievable?
But you know those things they do
all right,
happen.
all right. Maybe perhaps let's start this big Manchester Derby. Guys, we saw the other side of Ososha. We saw Manchester United playing fantastic football. We saw Manchester United doing the counter-attacking. They knew that if they go head to head with City, playing good football, they will be thrashed. So Manchester United were on their faces from the word go, from the start. I think Manchester United well done. They played so well. It was an amazing game of football tie. I know City. People might say City was bad, City was poor. No, it is because Manchester United. Tebe, City. I'm sorry. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. I think we've always known United can do these things. It wasn't the first time that they've played well, but in the other matches, what was missing was probably that cutting edge, that goal threat. Which obviously they broke that they broke that hood when they played against Man City, but it's always been there, that they can do these things. They can play well. They can match even the biggest sides. We did it against PSG. We've beaten Liverpool in the FA Cup. It's not something alien that United can do this. But then again, don't take away the effect or the impact of the derby. Derbies have got that tendency of calling on players to actually step up. Plus, as a manager, I think there was no easier match to manage than that one for Solskjaer. It didn't need any motivational speech. Man United knew they've been embarrassing in terms of their performances, given they were already drawing. They had already drawn 3 of the previous matches, and then coming to that match, it just needed, that response, and they came home. They came home for Solskjaer.
Okay. Ty,
Yeah,
looking at that game yourself, uh, why is Manchester United failing to play that type of football week in, week out? There's no consistency in Manchester United. What do you say about that?
they are never consistent. I don't know what's the matter with them, because sometimes they play good football, and the other days they just look lost. On that day, they really played well, and I commend them for that because the problem with Manchester United, the consistency. When you least expect them to get the results, they get the results. When you expect them to get the results, they drop the points. And I don't know what's wrong with Solskjaer, but I think he got his game plan very well on the day. And Manchester City, they couldn't do anything. Immediately, they tried to come up with something, they get hit. They tried to come up with something, they get hit. They were outclassed and outthought on the day. So I really commend Manchester United for doing well. As for Man City, I knew the run was coming. It will eventually come to an end, but Man United have got this thing of always stopping those runs. You know what I mean? I remember when I said last week that Arsenal, if they had played pretty, without fear, they could have got something, because I could see Manchester City was tiring and getting you can get something if you play really well against them. But Manchester United on the day, they were good.
Yeah, we know that is a team which gets penalties week in, week out. I think it's now 18 for Fernandes. And then again on that, but this particular game, it was really a penalty. The correct decision was finally made, and that is why they won 2-0. Umarume Utamu, I don't know, he got it wrong, because normally he always gets the predictions wrong. I can see him, he's driving right. Marume, Ukon, I think it's not there.
Tshisa. What do you mean I always get this prediction? Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Good evening, gentlemen. How are you feeling today?
Good afternoon.
Good, thank you. Welcome.
Congratulations, Manchester United played well, and they got a well-deserved win. Most of us got that prediction wrong, because Manchester City have been playing very well soccer. I think Solskjaer got what he got right on the day was the pressing game. He did exactly what Manchester City does, to press them hard, so that when they lose the ball, they couldn't circle to control the game. So that's what they played. They did well. So kudos to Manchester United. We cannot take that away from them, and their position in the table says a lot. As much as Solskjaer has been criticized by us and many throughout this season, I think he's been doing well. I think they've been doing well. Bruno Fernandes, last weekend, Bruno Fernandes and O'Brien is an advocate of saying Manchester United are a Bruno Fernandes injury away from being a useless team. So I don't know if we want to believe that or not, but kudos to Manchester United.
I mean, one other thing that I think is brought about this inconsistency is that lack of an alternative to that formation. You see, when you've got that formation and it doesn't work. So, for instance, now we haven't got Pogba, and if we need that number 10, that plays where Fernandes is playing now, usually that position probably would have been filled in by Pogba. And if say like Fernandes gets injured, then for me, he would have to change formation and play something totally different, either a straight 4-4-2 like we used to do. But then my worry is that he probably hasn't tried that formation as yet. For me, Matic is too slow. So playing him somewhere in the middle there doesn't seem to work. Perhaps, I mean, we can't even go for a 4-3-3, which is, unless if it's got that arrow-shaped format, where there's one up top and two attacking midfield left wingers. Maybe we need to try something different, especially for teams that counter us in a different way and block Fernandes and block maybe the attacking left midfield wingers.
So if I may ask you, Tebe, when Pogba returns, we're gonna sit down. It's obvious he he can play what's the name of your midfielder, McTominay and the Popka and Fernandez. So it means one of them has to drop, or he changes formation and plays with one striker. What will happen?
What I can foresee, obviously, with the games that are left, I think we've left with about 10 games. If anything, I think he might opt for playing Pogba like he was doing, playing him on the wing, attacking left wing or attacking right wing, which is where Pogba wants to go up forward a bit more. So he might opt to rest either Greenwood or Martial.
Okay, I think Manchester United, we have said it all. Well, do you support the idea of leaving the gear out of the first team?
He's on paternity leave. There's no question about that.
No, I'm saying if he is fit, but do you believe that this keeper who has done so well, he didn't concede any goals? I think the last thing, I don't think he did in the last 3 or 4 games.
No, we've had quite a few clean sheets when he's in goal. But having said that, one thing that I'm worried about when it comes to Hernandez is his distribution. If you noticed, when the ball comes to him, he launches it forward. Or whenever he takes his goal kick, sometimes he launches them forward.
That's your game. That's your game.
No. Look at.
The keeper's job is to save goals, not to start distributing.
No. Football is improving. Football is going modern football. You need a goalkeeper that plays the ball and ball.
Okay, let me ask you something.
Listen, 1 second. Let me explain to you as a goalkeeper, right? Let me explain to you as a goalkeeper.
Chebe. That's the Manchester way of playing. What he's doing is the instruction of the coach. Manchester United, they struggle to do the passing game, so they rely on long balls and counter attacks. That's Manchester United football.
No.
Okay.
Listen to my point where I was going. Let me finish my point first.
Okay, go
Let me finish my point first.
Go ahead.
Ball distribution from the goalkeeper is very, very important in a game. Okay, when you distribute the ball properly, that's when having that neck of putting the ball, a pinpoint cross or a pinpoint pass from the goalkeeper to a person who is not marked, allows you then to have those options. But if you're just going to launch it, that ball comes straight back to you if you meet a team that is quite good at defending.
You're old school football. Listen here, these days the coaches, they work on tactics. The way to beat City is look at their games. They win on counter-attacking football. Manchester United is not a team to be stringing passes at the back with the goalkeeper. They don't do that. When they get the ball,
Tshisa. I don't dispute that. What I'm saying is, my worry for the difference between Dean Hernandez and De Gea is their ball distribution. I think De Gea, when he passes the ball, he gets pinpoint passes, whereas with Hernandez. All right, we need to move on, but
happy with the clean sheets than somebody who's dispute goals but still concede. So, Malumi, let's come to the next game, which Arsenal. We saw daylight robbery. We saw. We've been talking about the English referees, the inconsistencies, and I'm sure I know they agree. That was a stone penalty. You saw that twice.
Yes, it was.
That
was very disgraceful to see from the VAR, which they could not see that even after playing it from different angles. So that was daylight robbery. We ended up seeing the ref trying to make up for his mistake that he had done by trying to give us a penalty of a ball that had hit someone's shoulder. Clearly, that was a shoulder. It wasn't a penalty, but they'd given a guy a red card and giving us a penalty. It was uncalled for. They were trying to make up for their mistakes. So,
right. Let me answer you on that one quickly. When you finish, let me answer you on that one.
Let the man finish. You go on and finish up.
No, but I was going to say overall, I believe it's a game that was there for Arsenal to win. And in football, I want to believe you have to have luck as well going for you guys. Like for Manchester City, they had luck going for them. It ran out. Arsenal is currently at a position where luck was not on their side on that day. I want to believe the team was there for us to win. Saka was given 2 opportunities to score. He couldn't. We had at least 4 clear chances that we could have won that game. So I was very pleased with the tactics, the Arteta, and the way the team played. You can tell, as I always sang in this program, that we can see the direction that he's going through. Yes, we are unlucky because Xhaka made a very rookie mistake, which is uncalled for, which is we cannot expect such a mistake from a player which
it doesn't deserve to be in the first team. It doesn't deserve to be I know he's your favorite player, but he shouldn't be in that team.
He's not really my favorite player, but he's a player that I believe has been working the hardest in that team, and the statistics say so. And you can tell that he's a guy who has played pretty much all the games this season, and there's a reason why he has featured in all the games. Now,
because of injuries. Because of injuries.
If you don't have Xhaka there.
Because without Xhaka, we can have Elneny playing in that position. But there's a reason. Tactfully, he was placed there for tactful reasons. He did not make that mistake. He had played well. So I'll leave it at that.
Okay. Go ahead. Yes. Okay.
I wanted to say quiet. Yeah.
Okay. First of all, I will just start with dipping on the comments. Ungabuto Pagatu is saying he wants to join the panel next season. I don't know why he's not coming this season. And then Isilo Ivan Indola Panuti Ezra has told the truth about United. I don't know what truth he said. And then Utandega is always Manchester United penalties consistent. Utandega Ngube. And then Ubongani Uti Ezra, those were all penalties. Ubongani Jovulapan. And then And then coming to Arsenal, my comment on Arsenal is sometimes we get frustrated about the referee decisions, but I would differ slightly with Ezra on coming on the lucky thing. With the VAR, you don't need to rely on luck now.
No, it's not me.
Oh, yeah, somebody said you have to rely on luck. With the VAR, you don't need luck because you watch it over again.
No,
There has to be consistent.
Ty. I did not say we have to rely on luck. Let's correct that. I said in football, sometimes luck has to be on your side. You can do whatever you do. The coaches will coach, the players will play. When the players play and they keep hitting the post, missing the goals, there's nothing you can do. Luck is not on your side.
I'm sure Madam is talking about those four blockages. One hitting from the plane, another one hitting the post, another one blocked by a player. All those things, twice, 4 times.
I think if we Arsenal have dropped a lot of points because of our own undoing. You can't wrap the games. That game was supposed to be wrapped up earlier.
In 20 minutes, just 20 minutes.
The Wolves game before we got a red card was supposed to be wrapped up earlier. We keep missing chances, and then the refs as well, they come and understand. You get frustrated. I don't know why we can't wrap games earlier. If we get the chances, we punish them. 3-4-0, and then the game is done.
Options. Your attacking options, are they? Do you think they are capable enough to score 3 goals in a first half?
But you get the chances.
Shebe, you simple count the number of chances missed. The problem is,
but you can have strikers. You can have strikers whom you can give 10 chances, and out of those 10 chances, they score 1.
Listen, we're not talking about ruthlessness. You see what City does when they find a team which is failing to defend properly. Arsenal against Burnley, against Wolverhampton, like Ty is saying, they fail to kill games.
But Burnley are good defensively. That's why you missed the point. Burnley are good.
You are missing the point yourself.
Did you see the
You're not watching the game. Those were clear-cut chances.
If Burnley
If you want to play
was
the
that
highest
good,
stage, yeah. If you want to play the
Right.
highest stage, you can't miss those chances. That's what you should know.
Of
You
course,
can't miss
of
those
course.
chances.
But that's why I questioned
So
your attacking
don't say that.
options.
No. You
Your
just said it.
your attacking options are lacking that clear
Hold
that
on,
clear
hold on,
instinct.
hold on, Manure. You just said if Burnley has got good defense. Burnley were failing
They
to
do.
defend. Arsenal were missing. Go and see, check the stats.
yeah,
The
because
stats are there.
if they were good, you not get the chances. The opportunities were not gonna be there.
Yeah. So
Okay.
so
To
so
answer you on the
Malum,
penalties, I wanted to answer you on the penalties. Right. The one that was resigned, the red card that was resigned. Previously in football, if you leaned out or if you brought your arm out, and even if the ball hit your shoulder, that used to be a handball. And that, if you take into consideration that incident happened so fast, it needed, the referee obviously to make that decision. He would have known obviously that, with VAR being available, that decision can always be reviewed. So I don't think the referee made an error there. That was in response to what he had seen in a fast-paced game. So by right,
I
yes,
think
he made the decision, but then that decision can always be reviewed. Secondly,
yeah.
Secondly, on the penalty that hit the arm, I can say I feel sorry for you guys on that one. Yes, it should have been given.
Thank you. For once, you did say something positive and something truthful. Effect. You don't normally give fact yourself. You don't give facts in your analysis. But today, for the first time, I'm sure Marumutamla will understand what Utebe finally says something truthfully.
Thank you.
Okay. I think, guys, I want to ask Umalume, especially the one who believes in that. Do you think that Ateta will improve this team? Because you've always been talking that you can see what he's doing. We can see what he's doing. Dropping points, inconsistencies, every game. Do this week next week we drop points or we lose? We haven't won a series of matches to say this team is improving. How do you say this team is improving?
Tshisa, first thing I would like to say is Arteta, the style of play, the way he's playing soccer, his tactics, to me, the team, you can see the direction that the team is going. Secondly, Arteta hasn't got the players that he needs for what he's trying to do. He's building a team right now. He's building a team, he's letting players go. I think it would be fair to judge him well next season after this, when he's had a proper time to buy players. If also, you need to look at the money that he spent, and then you see, no. With what he's got, he's actually doing well. The way he played against Burnley, the way he played against Manchester City, the way he has played against all these teams, yes, he has lost some games, but you can actually follow and see what he's doing with that team. I was glad O'Brien also recognized and acknowledged this past weekend when we were chatting, which it is clear what Arteta is doing with the formation and style of play. Unfortunately, like I said, sometimes luck is not on your side, and you lose games after playing a good game.
Madam,
so the other thing, sorry,
I want 2 trophies with that team. You want 2 trophies with that team. You can't blame those players. You forget that you won 2 trophies, and then you say that he is saying what he's doing is building a team after winning 2 trophies.
We have won at Tshisa. Those 2 trophies, we cannot use them as a benchmark, whatever, because he just came in and he was just finished. The first one, he just took over and finished up a season and he won the trophy with the tactics that he was that I'm talking about. He won those trophies. Anyone can win a cup final.
No, not anyone can win a cup
Just win the
final.
cup final.
No,
Oh, until
no,
when
no,
he
no,
won
no.
the FA Cup. When he won the FA Cup, Tshisa, remember, he had just taken over the team from Unai. And he played how many
No,
games? Then he won the cup final.
no, no. Arteta joined the Arsenal before we even played the FA Cup. He went on to win the FA Cup.
Tshisa, if
So,
Unai had qualified into the FA Cup when he won that FA Cup, the cup that, and then he went on to win the Charity Shield again.
But the Charity Shield is just one game, you know. It doesn't take much to motivate your team to just play well on that day and win the game.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I'm saying to you, Kevin, how many games did Arteta play before he won the FA Cup? Look
all the
back at
games, which, no, no,
Mina,
no,
to be
all
honest,
games,
guys,
all the games. Listen here, when Arteta joined Arsenal,
uh-huh.
Arsenal hadn't played the FA Cup game. The FA Cup game started in January. Remember the Premier League teams, they joined the FA Cup around January the 5th, first weekend of January.
Perhaps maybe I have made a mistake, but still, all I'm saying is, you know, he has changed a lot of things in that team, so I can see the direction.
Hopefully, I'm fed up of his team teams without. Anyway, Ty, go on, Ty.
Mina, I would differ, not slightly with Umaluma, I would differ very big time with him. I don't see the improvement. I don't see the direction that he's taking the club to. He made some lots of mistakes. I think him and Ed, they're all new in the job. Ed was doing his thing in Brazil because there in Brazil, you're not buying players. It's a national team. You just bring the local players, but he has not done anything in the club level. So there are mistakes you can clearly see from this first registration of players, a catalog of mistakes. Now when it comes to playing, he keeps playing player after player. The two players that you know, you will see. 3 players that you know, you will see from on that team. No matter how badly they play. David Luiz, midfield Jaka, Pambili, William. Is he watching a different game from what we are watching? What is he doing?
But you set William down. Yes, William down.
Come on, you're better than this guy.
Am I lying with those players have been catalog of mistakes?
Yeah,
From
mistakes
the
we
back,
lost.
Luiz. And
Uluiz, you should have known. Uluiz, when you were buying Uluiz, you knew what you were buying. It's not like
who offered him another contract for a year? He was offered a year contract.
No, not even that. No. Ty, can I add on to something? Ty, can I add on to something? If Arteta didn't believe in Luiz, he wasn't going to take contract. Secondly, he wasn't going to buy what's his name, Gabriel, and to bench him. Why are you benching him? Who, Gabriel? Why are you benching Gabriel? If you think that but he's got the players he bought, which is benching.
Has he not come back just from injury not long ago? Or
No,
is it
he's been back for over 3 weeks now.
Look how many center backs at the how many center backs did we have? There's like Mustafi. Mustafi, he clearly said it. He stayed at it since in Ikala. I don't want to be here, but Mustafi was registered. And then we have spent 27 million for Usanipa.
And then Usanipa.
Usanipa, he's got a future with Arsenal, but he was not registered.
And they left him.
He was not registered. Mustafunga is gone. He was registered. He's gone.
And the Tamus friend, Socrates.
Socrates.
Yeah.
But center backs on now. But he still came Luiz. He still came Luiz.
But guys, look at you know, I always say this about ages of the players. Socrates, how old was he? Some 34 years old. You know, you need Arsenal needs to stop being the nursing home of football. it's not new that Arsenal will get these players who are rejected from other clubs, and they're at the end of their contracts, and
just like Manchester
at the
United.
end of their careers, and they come and finish off their career at Arsenal.
Look who is talking. 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 Manchester United has been taking the
Come on, man. You're better than this.
Ibrahimovic, we had young players to pick that up.
This African striker from Watford, you remember, from China, you learned him.
Yes.
And extended his contract. What's his name?
Yes.
From Nigeria.
Igalo is 30 years old.
What
is older than that.
Nigerian age maybe, but we know him as a 30-year-old.
No.
But this is not the first time that Arsenal have bought rejects. Matasaka, how old did Matasaka come to when he came to
the World Cup winner?
He was the World Cup winner. Why is
what are you talking about? He's one of the best defenders in the Premier League.
When Arsene Wenger was there, when he was buying players, the old players, he was giving them 1 year. I'm a player, Zubuti. You either get them for free or very cheap. And then you say,
patching up. You are patching up. You need for any team to win. For any team to win, you need that partnership, that defensive partnership, to have consistency and have a working relationship. So if you're going to patch up every year, patch up every year, where do you think you're going to go?
Listen, we are Koloma Tebe, but you don't know what you're talking about. Manchester United has been using all the players. Or those strikers have been there. Sometimes you need to stop get
how many of those strikers? You probably have just one you just have maybe one every year or something like that. But not. But
we'll answer you. We don't like Manchester United, who has got seriously over $500 million that Arsenal doesn't have. Period. Let's move on. If Fulham and the Liverpool. Guys,
let's go to the reigning champions.
Okay, Liverpool are gone, Liverpool are gone. They're going back to where it belongs. Wherever they were before.
It's back to normal.
They have to another 30 years. Back to normal. Another 30 years, and by then, people like Brian will be using a stick to walk when they win the next league, which is about 30-something years' time.
It's back to normal settings. Factory settings have been restored. They won't make it in the Champions League. They are 13 points shy away. They won't even make it in the Champions League. We've been talking about it. Liverpool should sign players, but
what are the comments saying on the charts?
People are just saying focus gentlemen, that's Ngabuto Pagati, and Brian is also contributing about Van Nistelrooy and Van Persie, Igalo, Cavani.
Van Nistelrooy was signed when he was 27. He was signed for United when he was 27.
Right, let's not go back. We are talking about Liverpool now. You can't have defense for that. Manchester is known for getting the old pensioners. What we can talk about now is crumbling. Like I said last week, I said Arsenal, mark and keep this video once again. Arsenal will finish above Liverpool, whether I like it or not. Malume, utinakolo.
Mvumelana lakho lokho ngoba ngendlela Liverpool ehamba ngakhona I think the confidence some players now they are losing it. Ngoba ama game asebaluzile in a row they're far too many. They're far too many.
They're saying even the smaller teams, they're comparing Liverpool with the small team like this team. There's no team, a Premiership team, which has lost 6 consecutive games at home. 6 consecutive games at home. Losing. Weekend, I'm sure if they were playing every week in their ground, they'll be losing daily. So now they're on a free fall. This is why Brent decided not to come to the show, because he is embarrassed He said, I don't want to Malume about time.
I first said it. I first called it that Liverpool are not free fall. All of you, Malume is one of them. Malume, I remember very well. He said, no, it's not a free fall.
Yeah, no, yes, Ty, you are right. You said it, and I actually refuse because Liverpool is a big club. But with Liverpool, let me just say this: I believe Inkinga in Liverpool has been the coach. Uklop must go. I don't know, Uklop has been the problem, in my opinion. The reason why is this: the past 2 years, Liverpool have played a lot of football, Champions League. Winning things. They played a lot of football, and Uklop and those players are tired. Uklop did not buy. He didn't go back to the Tenga and buy more, for example, former defenders. That's where his problem is. But however, I still stand by saying Liverpool is a big club for us to write it off just like that. So they might have lost 6 games, 7 games in a row. They might come up.
But Malume has been following football for a very long time. Tell me which Premiership team has lost 6 consecutive games at home against the bottom sides, from Sheffield to Fulham to which other team? Burnley. Which team, if you remember very well, since the Premiership was formed, which has lost 6 games in a row at home?
Well, I cannot think of one at the top of my head, but Liverpool, we know they are a club breaking record. They are a record-breaking club. They stayed 30 years without winning anything, a Premier League. So that was a record. Now they've created another record.
It's okay because we're still the most successful club in the country. All the way from St. Ives.
Look who's come home.
Up and down, Liverpool is still the most successful club in the country.
Take my words. I thought you were not here.
It is the most successful club in the country. Listen, gentlemen, it's okay. What we're going through is more than just a rough patch, and it's fine. I think we've been very unlucky. The confidence is totally gone from the guys. It seems everyone that plays centre-back gets an injury. The new guy we got from Preston, Davis, got an injury. Kapak got an injury. Henderson, injury. Fabinho, you play at centre-back now, you just get injured. That's how things are going. And I just think everyone has lost confidence. And it's okay. It's okay.
It's a poor training. Okay, let's quickly read message before I ask a question to Brian. Marcus, Liverpool to give because that's not the standard. Tshisa, please leave my Liverpool alone. That's really we'll be back next season. Let me tell you one thing, Israel. This team has never won since it was formed in 1992. So for the first time, because of the corona, because of the COVID and the lockdown, Liverpool finally grabbed their first title. And what I'll tell you about, for you to say, I told you that Brian will be on a walking stick when it wins the league again in another 30 years' time. So Marcus, the club did the same with Dortmund. He finally overuses it. Now the players are burnt out and getting injured. There's one-way system. I think this guy has got a point to Marcus, and I don't know what Brian will say.
I think let's not have fantasies and ideas that don't exist. To come out and say that. To come out and say that the next time they win the league, what COVID. Listen, Liverpool had won the league even before COVID came across. It was a case of formalities more than anything else.
No, mathematically, no.
No. Let's not kid ourselves here. Mathematically, Manchester City hasn't won the league right now, but we all know they're going to win the league. It's not a secret.
Yeah.
Come on, let's not have fantasies and let's come up with let's be better than this, gentlemen. And Marcus, you are right.
I'm trying to help you to diarize this. Diarize what I said, and then come back here after 30 years and tell the people that
Marcus,
in 30 years it was.
We've had a great 4 years of the front three, especially playing together for the past 4 years, playing high intensity football. It's almost criminal to think that this would last for another 20 years. It's impossible. 4 years, 3-4 years is the maximum that we could have expected.
Would you blame them?
And I think the most important thing is I think you blame the manager and then you blame the owners of the club as well, because they haven't sat down and decided to get somebody earlier than Diogo Jota. They haven't sat down and decided, let's have a healthy squad. Listen, I make no bones about this. Liverpool's first 11 on paper are one of the best in the world. But Liverpool as a squad are very mediocre.
Wow.
Look at Manchester City.
I think the squad needs a revamp, but
No,
where would
as
the
a
funds
squad,
come
Liverpool
from?
is very mediocre. That's not a secret. Look at Manchester City. Manchester City as a squad are still world class because they can field two different teams that can go on and still challenge for a title. But
Correct,
Liverpool's second
correct,
team can't challenge for a title. That's the truth.
correct.
But
You're very correct on that.
Brian, we did have this conversation at the beginning of the season,
Manchester United
and
as
we
well.
said, listen, we said, Brian, if Liverpool do not buy more players in this season, they will not defend the title. And you said
And the
no,
president said they
they
would
don't
do.
need to buy any more players. We are okay. And look where we are
Yeah.
now.
On paper,
Uh,
we
uh,
were
uh,
fine, guys. Come on. On paper, we're fine.
no,
On paper, we're totally fine
but
because everyone was healthy.
okay.
But
But
now you've got 7, 8
admit
injuries. Come on. You're
you
better
got it
than this.
wrong. Admit you got it. Admit you got it wrong. You
No,
said
no, no.
you
You
don't need
guys
to
are you
buy.
are better
Oh,
than this. You're
Shakiri
football
Lawana,
pundits.
do you think
You
you're
are.
okay with our Shakiri Labo Milner? Those guys are on
This is
their
what I'm
way
saying,
out.
that as squad players, they were fine to come in and play. But then when you have 8 injuries, what do you expect will happen? When your best your central midfielders are now playing at defensive as centre backs, what do you expect will happen? No
Listen,
miracles. Even Manchester United can't do that. Even
Brian,
Arsenal can't do that. Let's not have
Brian,
fantasies
Brian,
and
Brian,
dreams. Come on,
Brian,
you're better than
Brian.
this.
Let me tell you, don't blame other teams. Don't blame anybody else.
I've
Players can
never
get
blamed
injured. There
anyone.
was a window. Hold on, hold on. There was a window in January. If you knew there was a crisis, surely you could have played. But because you said yourself in January, I remember Mtai is right here, Utebe. You were saying, no, we're okay. We are flying. We're going to win the league. Yeah, this is your
No, and again,
Liverpool. We're sponsors.
at that point,
Chamu,
we were fine. But
Chamu,
then again,
Chamu. And your
us,
Chamu, Umalume is always supporting Liverpool. Dangerous. They're going to win the league.
You're always picking them up. You're not gonna leave him alone, Umalumela. You're gonna track
No,
him
we're
in the
not.
mud.
we were fine at that point, and it's
But
okay that
again,
things have gone back. It's okay.
Again, if we've been saying this about how Klopp, when he left at Dortmund, there was this issue of the performances of the players going down. Why has he not seen that his style of play has got that impact on the players?
It demands too much. Yeah.
After it demands a lot of them, considering the matches that Liverpool has had to play in the past 2 years, still he would still insist on that type of football.
Let's read this.
Making any changes.
Let's read this comment from Israel. What do those Liverpool players are tired, and that we need to check our physical health. Too much injuries. So do you blame it on the training regime and the training systems in Liverpool? Why are your players getting injured on their own? There's something wrong.
Come on, guys, come on, man. You're better than this.
Listen, especially now, it's
understandable.
It's ununderstandable what's
This time of
happening
the season
with this GPS that now all the players have got. The technology is so high, you can easily see who's on the red zone, who's not, who's fresh. So I don't understand what's happening with Liverpool.
We have one of the best medical staffs in the country. If you know anything to do with
crisis.
If you know anything to do with injuries, you know something called body compensation, and this is what people like Keita and people like
why is it affecting one team? Why is it affecting one team?
Compensation happens. This is how.
When you talk about body compensation, you're talking of my profession.
This is how
when body compensating, we know exactly what he's talking about.
Even new party can't even play and sustain the 3-4 games because if his knee goes, his ankle is gonna go because his ankle is compensating for all that weight. If his hamstring goes, his knee is gonna go. That's just how it is.
Where you are missing the point. Why only Liverpool? Answer that question. Why only Liverpool?
While you have got the best medical
Leicester
team.
also has quite an extensive injury list.
And
Don't they
where
not?
is Leicester? Where is Leicester on you? Where is Leicester on the log?
No, but they don't have important players out. That's the major difference.
Leicester
No,
has
And
got 10
besides, they
points.
have covered.
10 points
Okay,
ahead of Liverpool.
on paper, can you compare yourselves with Leicester?
No, because
You've got a better team than
the
Leicester.
injury. Aye, and I want to win umele sicabangeni nani. Umele sicabangeni ukuthi i-injury crisis yakona ichiyene. And besides,
No,
if you look at
Go away.
okay, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you one question? The injury to VVD and the injury to Gomez, was it muscle injuries? No, they're not muscle injuries. Those were bad tackles.
So, what is your point there?
The point is not all of these injuries are muscle related. That's the point. It's one thing if the injuries are muscle related, then you can say
just two.
Maybe it's a training
players
method.
Who got injured.
Huh?
No, 2 players who got injured while he's playing. The
Diogo
rest of the
Jota,
players,
Diogo
they
Jota
got themselves
injured in a
on
game
their
when
own.
he was tackled. Thiago got injured in a game when he was tackled. Those are already 4 5 incidents where it's nothing to do with the muscle. It's everything to do with a very poor tackle.
How many players go injured and then miss 1 game or 2? Liverpool decided to miss 9, 15 games.
Because those were serious knee injuries. They're all serious knee injuries. Thiago, Jota, those were all serious knee injuries. Come on, guys.
All right,
So
guys.
Liverpool is the only team that gets badly tackled.
All right, guys.
Come on. You see what I mean? This is what I'm saying. We need to be better than this.
All right, guys.
We need to be really better
what
than
will
this.
happen with the top 4? Do you think the top 4 will remain as they are?
No.
From Man City to Chelsea.
Chelsea's in there. I think Everton are just occupying this.
No. Everton is number 6. Chelsea is number 4.
No,
remember, Everton lost yesterday to Chelsea. Because number 1 is Man City, Man United, Leicester, Leicester 8 and Chelsea 4.
Leicester will drop out of that.
Manchester United won't finish in second. That's what I can tell you. They might be in top 4, but second. They might be 4th.
It's 10 games to go now. So
yes, they might be 4th.
5th is West Ham, and 6th is Everton, and then the 7th is Tottenham. Liverpool are 8th.
I still want to believe that Tottenham might sneak in there. All they need is just a string. It's just a string. A few good results, and they can sneak into the top 4.
Listen here, if I'm going without winning, it's only now when they beat Crystal Palace. Tottenham have been losing. Crystal Palace has been going down, losing 4. So you can't charge by 1 game which you won 4. Tottenham is struggling with Mourinho.
Yeah, I know, but I've got this feeling. It's just a feeling. I think Tottenham will pose a challenge.
Yeah,
but I don't see Leicester sustaining that top 4.
I'm for the first time. I believe Tottenham is a good side that has been going through a bad patch as well. I think they're going to sneak into top 4. They're a good team. They're going to sneak into top 4.
Look at Tottenham. Tottenham still has to play the big guys. They're starting with Arsenal this coming weekend. So it's still going to be some very tough games.
That could be a win for Tottenham.
It's okay. Tottenham will lose this one, and then they will come back and rebound.
Utavula is a crazy Manchester United fan, a very confused fan. One fan who just says about Manchester United, even when they lose, he just say no. He can't be like us. We admitted Arsenal. If we play badly, we do agree that we played badly. We lost to a better side. So people like Javula, they don't agree with that. So we are saying the Arsenal this weekend. Do you want to put a bet? I'll skim you. Do you want to place a bet in that when I'm checking?
All right. Who's going for Europa League now?
Arsenal is going. I'm sure Malumela knows that. Arsenal is going all the way to the final. Our biggest game.
No, I mean to qualify from the league because there's Everton, Spurs, Liverpool, Villa, Arsenal. I think those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams. And you need
Yeah,
German places 3.
we know these Aston Villas and these other small teams. They would start dropping. I believe that will finish above Liverpool on 6. Liverpool 7. That's what I believe in.
How
We'll
outside
finish
outside to go top 4. Last week you said Arsenal will get to top 4.
we might sneak in. That's what I'm saying. Not with 6, but not less, not 7th, 8th, whatever. 5th, 6th, somewhere there because of the games. Now we're running out of games. But what I know is that Arsenal will finish above Liverpool. Get from
And then the bottom as well is hotting up the
yeah,
Sheffield
but that
United, West Brom,
definitely Sheffield.
Fulham, Brighton, Newcastle. I think it's
I
all
think
from number
I think
16 going down. It's
I
hard.
think I think I'm not Mutin, but Sheffield, let's count it out. It's gone.
Yeah,
There's no
Sheffield
two
is
ways
gone.
about it.
Brighton
And
is
I
going.
know I think Brighton will go. I think Fulham will survive.
Yeah, I think Fulham has got a chance as well.
What is it,
Yeah, I agree with you because Fulham have picked up form because they've been on this consistent run of draws, and then this win against Liverpool, they're on 26, same number as Brighton. I think they picked the form at the right time. They will survive. I think Brighton, West Brom, I think picked same came at it very late, and then Sheffield, those ones, I think they are gone.
But you see, with these football teams, with these football managers, I guess I think that's why the results tend to come very late on. If you look at West Brom, when Allardyce came in, they were conceding a lot of goals, but he has got them now to a point where he's not conceding goals. What is now lacking is that finishing touch where he scores goals and win games. And again with Fulham were doing the same thing as well, and they were just conceding goals and losing games. But now he's managing to defend. But again, it's that lack of quality up front to finish the games and finish the chances.
They did on Liverpool. Tam, what's your point? Kaseko Tam. Okay.
You mean ifona mika lose network lapana ukhuluma ngeFulham if Fulham, I think Scott Parker has got that team playing very well. It's a team that you can tell which is now lacking equality of players is the difference now. I want to believe if he had the front line in Liverpool, Salah, and with the rest of the midfield and defense and with the formation that he plays, he wouldn't be in the way he is.
Yeah.
The way he plays, the way the Fulham plays doesn't just justify the position they are in the league.
Wasn't there a bad decision against Fulham? Wasn't there a bad decision against Fulham the other week?
There was a bad decision of a handball
against Chelsea.
Against Chelsea. It was terrible. Terrible.
So guys,
Chelsea wouldn't be where they are.
Talking of Chelsea, do you think this manager, what did he do before? What did he do to change Chelsea's fortunes? It looks like it's a team to beat now, Chelsea.
Yeah. I think what Frank felt to what this manager did is the experience to handle the dressing room and all the egos. Because look where the dressing room where he's coming from. He's coming from PSG. Big names in that dressing room. Big egos as well. I think with Frank, it was too much for him. Yeah.
Yeah, so, some of these young managers, I think some of the tactics they I think they would be a bit naive about them. I think with Frank Lampard, he had come from Derby where he had choked in the championship. He led most of the season being in a promotion position, and towards the end he just faltered, and then only to find a job. Find himself being employed by Chelsea. So he's a manager who is not properly cooked. But with Tuchel is got the experience, and well, let's see what he's going to do. Probably this season might finish around 3rd, 4th, we'll see.
I still believe that they might finish second. Okay, let's look at the European Cups being played. The Champions League, there's Europa. Maybe tight
To
before
me,
you
the
go.
manager at Chelsea,
Manume talk.
Tshisa, oh yes, I was about to say. To me, what is happening at Chelsea is a typical situation of a new manager coming into a club. So we haven't had an opportunity really to judge him. I think it would be too early because any manager, when he comes into a new club, he comes with this energy and he changes the players. They have this energy. They go with but sooner than later, as soon as the rest of the league, they can now study and they know what he's doing. We can then be able to judge him if he's a good manager. Right now, it's
Okay.
just umlilo wamaphepha lwana uyi-energy umanager osanda ukufika nje.
Right. Yeah. Let's look at the European Cups. A quick one. Recap.
Champions League. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm just watching Juventus and FC Porto. Remember, Juventus, they are trailing 2-1. So I think they'll go through Juventus.
Okay. And any team from England playing today? No.
No, the other one is
playing?
Sevilla and Dortmund. The other match is Sevilla and Dortmund.
Okay. So tomorrow is what? Liverpool?
Liverpool, Leipzig.
And Liverpool are leading on that tie. Is it 2-0, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but don't rule out Leipzig. They might cause a shock. I know it's a dangerous team. Remember, this is a team which eliminated Manchester United. Manchester United were top of the log.
And then the Dortmund and Sevilla. Dortmund, they are losing. They are winning. 3-2. They are leading the tie 3-2. But I think Liverpool, they'll be surprised. They'll go out. Even with that 2-0
they might go out. Yes, I agree. I agree.
It's not comfortable.
I agree. No, thank you very much, guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tshisa.
Thank you,
weekend
Manume. Thank you.
Sorry, the weekend fixtures coming up.
It's 8 o'clock.
What are you playing?
I'm not sure. I can't remember now. Sorry.
Thank you very much, man.
Thank you, Siabonga, guys. Thank you so much. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.